Hi everyone, the purpose of uploading this video is to give you a real life insight and just what happens in daily life, and it's okay to let life happen and just let it be, let God allow everything to flow. So I wanted to record Parshas Vayera today. I don't know if it will happen, could be it will not happen, and I was supposed to meet someone today and it didn't happen. Then my wife decided that she'd like to do some shopping, so I'm happy to help her do that. And I'm just stuck in Marshall's right now, and hopefully I will get to the shirt today. If not, I will, God willing, do it tomorrow. But I'm just walking around Marshall's now, and I'll let my wife do the shopping. It's not really my thing. And this light in the background's a little bit annoying, I see, so let's try to put this somewhere else. Maybe we'll be able to do that, maybe not. I don't want my phone to break either. Okay, so I spoke with this person who I met when I was going outside my house, and I'm going to tell you the story in a different area. 1 second. It's not so easy to find a place to record a video here, but I decided why not. So the story was, I met someone who happened to be a very wonderful person, a friend of mine, who happens to be a very yeshivish person, and he saw what I'm wearing, and he said, "What are you wearing?" And I said, "Yeah, what do you think?" And he takes a look, he's like, "Oh, that's tzitzis." I was like, "Yeah, it is tzitzis." He's like, "Well, what's the story with this tzitzis?" And I said, "Well, I learned Hilchos tzitzis, and to my understanding, I think that people should make their own tzitzis, aside from it being an extra mitzvah if you make your own tzitzis. But if you make it on a beged that you actually care about, to my understanding, that's a more hiddur of the actual mitzvah." Now, why? Where am I coming from? So I did learn Hilchos tzitzis, and the Hilchos tzitzis on one foot is you need to, if you have a four-corner garment that you want to wear, so you can't wear it unless you put tzitzis on it. If you put tzitzis on it, then you are allowed to wear it. Okay, so what was it in the past? It's a garment you want to wear. Let's say this. I like this. I want to wear it. Problem is it has four corners. I cannot wear it. So I am required to put tzitzis on this garment. And when I put tzitzis on this garment, then I fulfill the mitzvah of tzitzis. Now what happens if one of the strings rip? I have to take it off. I have to put new strings on it. Now, when someone has a talis katan, something they wear under their shirt, it's colorless, they don't particularly like it at all. In fact, they only like it because it's the mitzvah of tzitzis, which is fine. It is the mitzvah of tzitzis, but I'm just trying to highlight something people might not realize, is that if that tzitzis rips, they're not going to replace the string. They're most probably just going to buy a new beged because they couldn't care less about that garment. And if they don't care about that garment, then what are they doing? They're wearing tzitzis on cloth that happens to fit the requirements of tzitzis, but they would never want to wear that. And they're putting on tzitzis just to be yotze the mitzvah. Yes, you're yotze, but ideally, what it always was in history, you have a beged you want to wear, people wore a shawl, they wore a talis. It was something people wear outside, like in many Arabic countries, people still wear that. And it has four corners, so you're required to put tzitzis on it. And they did. It wasn't an extra garment that no one wants to wear. And I find that people, especially teenagers, many people don't feel connected to tzitzis. They don't feel like they want to wear tzitzis. They feel very disconnected from the mitzvah. Why is it required? I'm boiling. And when I looked into this with my personal research, I found that this goes away very quickly when people make their own beged, when they pick a beged that they love, that they want to wear, that if that's actually required in tzitzis, that if a string were to rip, they would just replace the string because they want that beged. They feel so much more connected. I wear this very often because I like it. I genuinely like it, and it feels so cool to be yotze the mitzvah of tzitzis in such a cool way that I feel so connected to it. And that's why I'm passionate about this kind of talis. Now, other people might think it's different. Some people think it looks cool. Some people think it looks unique. Some people, I don't know, maybe they don't like it. It's fine. They could wear it. I happen to love it. But if you don't like this specific baguette, that's okay. Find a baguette that you like and put tzitzis on it, because you're going to find you'll be wearing it more often. You'll feel more connected to the mitzvah. Unfortunately, what I've found some people do in very religious circles, when they finally have a garment that has 4 corners, that has a chiyuv in tzitzis, they will round one of the corners so it doesn't have 4 corners anymore. It only has 3 corners. And now doesn't have a chiyuv in tzitzis anymore. Okay, that is a heter. That's a valid heter. But you're taking away a mitzvah. Instead, that's literally the spitz mitzvah, which is you find something that requires tzitzis and you want to wear it, and that's when there's chiyuv tzitzis, and then you put tzitzis on it, and then you get to the mitzvah in a beautiful way. So let's not as a judgment. Everyone's on their own path, doing their own thing, and may God help you in your personal journey in life. However, regarding tzitzis, if you want to know how you could connect to it better and how your children would connect to it better, and encourage them to make their own baguette, their own strings on something that they like, whatever colors it may be, as long as it has 4 corners and if it's the requirements of tzitzis. And yeah, enjoy life. Hatzlacha, everyone.